A few people in Nigeria, nay Africa today, who parade the kind of record and qualities of Dr. BAMANGA TUKUR, who has earned his stripe as an international citizen with deep and far-reaching connections in most influential and important quarters around the globe over the years. It is worthy of note to observe that Dr. BAMANGA TUKUR's CON, who holds the prestigious traditional title of the Tafidan Adamawa from his home state in the northeastern region of Nigeria, after a successful academic sojourn abroad which climaxed in the London School of Economics, burst into national limelight as the first general manager of the Nigeria Ports Authority, under whose tenure a solid structure was laid for maritime trade through the seaports as far back as the early 80s. As governor of Gongola State, now Adamawa and Taraba State, Dr. BAMANGA TUKUR was instrumental to the development of the blueprint that gave the state the foundation on which others consolidated. Today, Dr. BAMANGA TUKUR remains the only one who is not a leader or president of any country to have the singular privilege of addressing the United Nations, a precedent he enjoyed as the president of the African Business Roundtable. Alhaji Dr. BAMANGA TUKUR was one of those Nigerians chosen to draft an economic blueprint for Nigeria in 1996 under the Vision 2010 umbrella, headed by former head of state, Chief Ernest Shonekan. Of course, in the struggle to entrench democracy in Nigeria after 33 years of military interregnum, Alhaji Dr. BAMANGA TUKUR put his life on the line with like-minded Democrats to practically wrestle the military autocrat to submission. The G34 group was one of such groups that dared the military at the height of the reign of terror unleashed on Nigerians by the military at that time. Indeed, posterity will judge Dr. BAMANGA TUKUR and others kindly for the patriotic role they played in helping to redeem the image of Nigeria from that of a pariah nation, which was ostracized by all countries, to one that is today enjoying 13 years of unbroken democracy. That Dr. BAMANGA TUKUR today occupies the most exalted position of the chairman of PDP, the largest political party in Africa, should be considered a rich harvest of his steadfast, unwavering and great effort as one of the founding fathers of the PDP that molded the path for the party right from its inception in 1998. Indeed, the coming on board of Dr. BAMANGA TUKUR as the chairman of the PDP at this critical period of not only for the PDP but Nigeria itself, with a combination of his wealth of experience and international connection, and above all, his fatherly role will help to substantially navigate through the myriad of problems confronting Nigeria today. One of the activities put together for the celebration of the 77th birthday anniversary of Dr. BAMANGA TUKUR CON was the public presentation of The Global Villager, his literary biography written by veteran journalist and accomplished biographer Eddie Aderiokun, which chronicled the story of his life from the cradle, his travails, the twists and turns, which have all culminated in all his robust and uncommon accomplishments to date. The author of the book, Eddie Aderiokun, put his over 40 years relationship with Dr. BAMANGA TUKUR to a great advantage in packaging The Global Villager that has been adjudged as an excellent piece of literature. The public presentation of the book, The Global Villager, which was attended by President Goodluck Jonathan, governors, their deputies, members of the National Assembly, ministers, prominent leaders in the various spheres of Nigerian life, politicians, technocrats, businessmen and women, principal officers of the National Working Committee of the ruling party, was also graced by other dignitaries from Nigeria and beyond, with whom the celebrant had interacted over the years. Presenting the book, Professor Jerry Gana, Minister Emeritus and an engaging motivational speaker, looked at the salient aspects of the book that touched on the landmark contributions of Dr. BAMANGA TUKUR to Nigeria, Africa and the global community, concluding that Nigeria and Africa should be very proud to have this quintessential statesman at the helms in this period.
We have gathered to honor a man of excellence. In this book, you'll find a man of ideas, a man who has a very profound conviction that Nigeria can be great. Not only is he a man of ideas, he's also an advocate of good governance. Anytime you meet Dr. BAMANGA TUKUR, he's worried about how things are done, He wants things done excellently.
All those who spoke, Governor Theodore Orji of Abia State, who represented the Governors Forum, FCT Minister Senator Bala Muhammad, who filled in for the ministers, and Prince Olagusoye Oyinlola, the National Secretary of the People's Democratic Party, PDP, who spoke for the party, eulogized the pan-Nigerian selfless and detribalized disposition of Dr. Bamanga Tukur, whom they all agreed is a shining beacon of hope for Nigeria, and one who has been divinely destined to use his acclaimed bridge-building attributes to help put the nation back on course.
What I will say is that, to me, and to all the PDP governors in the Governors Forum, and nay, to many governors, Alhaji Dr. Bamanga Tukur represents the Iroko man. In the place I come from, if you enter any forest and you don't see the Iroko, that is no forest. And where you see the Iroko is the real forest. Therefore, Alhaji Dr. Bamanga Tukur, the Iroko man, we wish you the best.
We must pursue the agenda of transformation, an agenda of change that will take Nigeria to the next level, which is what Mr. President and the chairman of the party are poised to bring to Nigeria. To me, Bamanga is a bridge. The thematic implication of the book, Global Villager, means that from the village to the globe, you can imagine the extent of bridges that are being created.
I feel sure that this book presentation will achieve the very important purpose of creating the feeling of empathy in the younger generation, who must strive to achieve excellence as we strive to recreate an egalitarian society in every department of our life. Will undoubtedly reveal the personality of this great Nigerian and challenge our youth to make patriotic contributions to societal development.
The book, The Global Villager, was officially unveiled by Chief Edwin Clark. The book was later launched by 64-year-old Prince Arthur Eze, chairman of Oranto Petroleum Limited and Atlas International Limited. Prince Arthur Eze has steadily been in business in the last 35 years, providing employment opportunities for Nigerians through his business tentacles spread across Nigeria and the world. Prince Arthur Eze congratulated the Celebrant, whom he described as one of the builders of modern Nigeria still standing. Prince Arthur Eze urged Nigerians to support the Jonathan administration in its effort to deliver democracy dividends to Nigerians.
I know Dr. Bamanga Tukur for many years ago, about 40 years. He's a very straightforward human being, since I knew him. Very straightforward human being. We want stability in this country. We want peace. We don't want another civil war. My only advice that we must support Bamanga Tukur, to support Jonathan, to complete his term, so we can have stability. You will follow him, even in life and death, we shall follow you, Bamanga Tukur. Don't listen to anybody, just listen to your president, so that he completes his term.
In his own remarks, the Celebrant, Dr. Bamanga Tukur, CON, expressed his profound gratitude to all Nigerians, especially President Goodluck Jonathan, for their show of love and affection to him. A gesture, he said, will be permanently etched in a special place in his heart. He urged Nigerians of all political persuasions to join hands with President Goodluck Jonathan as he grapples with the arduous task of steering the ship of the state at this critical period. Dr. Bamanga Tukur also used the occasion to reiterate his determination to make a difference in the discharge of the onerous and sacred duty entrusted to him as the chairman of the PDP at this momentous period of our nationhood.
Today, I attain the age of 77. I'm therefore very grateful to my Creator and to you all for honoring me by your presence. I pray, Almighty Allah, that all of you will live much longer than predicted by any human being, protect you back home, and give you the wisdom, strength, and good health to continue to contribute to the development of our dear nation.
President Goodluck Jonathan, GCFR, congratulated the celebrant on his attainment of 77 years in sound health and alert mind, saying that the younger ones will continue to tap from Dr. BAMANGA TUKUR's rich wealth of experience. President Goodluck Jonathan also affirmed the widely known fact that Dr. BAMANGA TUKUR's stride in the global arena has impacted positively on the growth of business and the economic fortunes of not just Nigeria, but indeed Africa. He wished him well and more speed in the years ahead.
Alhaji BAMANGA TUKUR has seen it all. As a young mariner in a world dominated by international giants, he devoted himself to hard work. Your Excellencies, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, I thank you all for coming to grace this occasion to honor our leader, our chairman, our father, and especially as we also mark his 77th birthday. I thank you.
The vote of thanks was given by the eldest son of the celebrant, Honorable Barrister Awal Tukur. A dinner to round off Dr. BAMANGA TUKUR's 77th birthday celebration, which was also held at the Congress Hall of the Transcorp Hilton Hotel, Abuja, attracted more admirers, followers, colleagues and associates of Dr. BAMANGA TUKUR from all strata of the society in Nigeria and beyond. To robustly signpost the respectability Dr. BAMANGA TUKUR commands in the diplomatic circles, ambassadors and high commissioners of countries like Britain, Poland, Belarus, Russia, Cameroon, Benin Republic, and Korea graced the event in their legion. The event, which was more of letting down of hairs, featured music in the main, and the Abuja-based Diamond Star Band treated the audience with superlative entertainment for most part of the event. The celebrant, Dr. BAMANGA TUKUR, and his Bayelsa State-born wife, Hajia Fatima Tukur, his son, Barrister Awal Tukur, PDP women leader, Dr. Kema Chikwe, Dr. Tukur's principal secretary, Senator Ibrahim Ida, cut his 77th birthday cake amidst applause from the audience.
The first R will be reconciliation.
Yes.
The second R will be reformation.
Yes.
And at the third R, which is rebuilding, because again,
the birthday song was thereafter collectively sang for him by everyone. The final part of the dinner was the special dance by the celebrant and his wife. In the days ahead, the Global Villager Foundation, GVF, which is a philanthropic endeavor put in place by Dr. BAMANGA TUKUR to empower the youth through sports and education, will gather more momentum as organizations and corporate concern will be approached to partner with the foundation in giving the right structure to it. It's 77 hearty cheers to Alhaji Dr. BAMANGA TUKUR, CON, the global villager, quintessential elder statesman per excellence, whose friendship knows no boundaries of religion, ethnicity, or politics.